Ooh, good morning. So I'm going to do a run today, Govetts Leap, from Govetts Leap. Just come down off the main lookout, up behind me there, out of the wind. It's blowing a gale. This particular weekend, they've predicted snowfalls and high winds and blizzard conditions. It's just pretty appalling. But we're here for a limited time, so I'm just going to turn the camera around and give you guys a look while I'm talking. So I'm going to do the Rodriquez Pass run today. It's about 12 k's. It's a grade 5 hike, and so it's supposed to take, I think they said it's supposed to take 6 or 7 hours, but I think running it should be a fair bit quicker. It's looking down the Govetts Valley there, or down in towards the Govetts Valley. Govetts Leap's over to my left through the trees here. We can't see that. It's it's freezing cold. It's about 8:30 in the morning. There was snow back up at the cabin when I left the cabin back up the Blackheath. It's just starting to snow a little bit, so it is fresh, but I think down in the valley there it's not windy at all on this side. Over on the Megalong side, or the Jamison Valley side near Katoomba, I think the wind coming from the south will be a lot more exposed over in that valley, so decided to come over this side instead. Shout out to Dale, mate, thanks for recommending I come over this side. So anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, so we just want to follow the Govetts Valley walks to begin with, and basically I'll be turning right the whole time, so I don't get off track and go clockwise route. Righto, it's all downhill to begin with. It's going to be hard coming back up. We've started about 860 metres. Already only down a few metres, and out of that wind it's so much better. It's freezing up the top. Pretty wet underfoot. There's been a fair bit of rain last night, I think, as well. Probably not a fair bit, but enough. Blue gum via Junction Rock. That's the way we want to go. Righto. Oh wow, it's a long way down. Goodness me. Yeah, Govetts Leap over in there. See a little bit of water running down through the trees, but it'd be hard to pick up on the camera. Wow. We're down there soon. Righto. Yeah, conditions like this, you've got to make sure you got the right gear, so I'm carrying everything that I had with me for the UTA 22. So, oh, there's another lookout. Jeez. Oh, same view. So starting with the space blanket, and I've got thermal top in my bag and thermal pants, plus I'm wearing a pair of skins. I'll keep on if things get dire. What else have I got? I got a waterproof jacket that I can put over the top to keep me warm. Whistle. I've got gloves and a beanie. It pretty much covers it for the safety gear. Then, goodness, this is steep. Then I've got about 1.5 litres of water. I don't think I'll be drinking too much of it, because won't be sweating too much, but you never know. Better to have it with you, rather be looking at it than looking for it, as they say. Oh boy, it's a bit wet through here. I'll try and avoid this if I can. Wow, pretty spectacular. You got to pinch yourself doing this stuff sometimes. Not to forget to look at the view, take your time a bit. Yeah, so I got some water. Oh wow. Beautiful. It's almost worth stopping for a photo, I think. So I've got oh, I had a good breakfast too before I left. So I've got plenty of fuel in the tank, plus I've got a few gel packs and stuff with me. Wow, looking straight through onto the stairs below me. I'm gonna have to work hard to keep the feet dry today, I think. But anyway, them's the brakes. How we going? Lens has got a bit of water on it. I'll get it, yep. Man alive, what an amazing sight. So good. Whoa. On this eastern facing track, I'm quite surprised how warm it is now. I didn't think I'd be sweating it up, but it's pretty warm already. Old bit of cable there that I used to have to hold on to. Wow. Pretty tight through here. Getting close to that waterfall. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. There's a few deeper drops here. Yeah, if I'm not talking too much, it's because I'm trying to watch where to put my feet without getting running shoes full of water. Staying focused. We'll come up. I guess at some point we'll come off the cliff face a bit. It won't be quite as wet. Here we go. Rodriquez Pass. We're on the right track. That's a good sign. Oh, take a moment to look back up. Oh wow. Can't believe people found a way down that. That's impressive. Jeez. Jeez. So careful. One slip and you're gonna fall a few meters. That's the last thing I want. And not being from the Blue Mountains, it's going to take these opportunities when I can. So down with the family during the school holidays, and we just went out and checked out Jenolan Caves yesterday and did the Chifley Cave, which was pretty cool. First cave to be lit by electric power, they saying that's something pretty interesting. But yeah, staying at Blackheath, checking things out down here with the family. Ooh. I'm just taking the opportunity to do a quick couple of hours of trail while we're down here. So I haven't run down here since the UTA 22 back in May, and now we're mid-July. Got over a few injuries from the UTA, ended up with a bit of an ITB issue, which I managed to sort out pretty quickly after learning what it's all about with glute strength, or glute weakness rather. So I've been building up glute strength and TFL strengthening sort of stuff. But yeah, great to be back. Yeah, we're off the cliff face now for sure. I'm getting close to that waterfall, Heavens Falls, I think it is. And it's a bit over a K down now. 1.2 K and a quarter. Oh, wow. I'll give you guys a look up in a second. Let's find my footing here. Brilliant. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Right. I guess the problem with well-visited tracks like this is that people spread out when they get to somewhere like this, and so you lose sight of the trail, which I'm pretty sure is across the other side of this little bit of a gap, but super slippery there. We won't be going down that one. We'll try and get around here. This is better. There we go, Junction Rock. Jeez. I think I'm going to stop and take off my gloves at least. If I get much warmer, I'll stop and take off my skins as well. I'm just roasting now. Much warmer than what I expected. Wow. That was interesting timing. I took my gloves off, and a couple of trail runners coming the other way doing the pass, doing Rodriquez Pass, or loop. So yeah, training for the Honslow, which is 68 k's in the Growth. G'day, mate. G'day. How are you? You smile for the camera if you want. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. That should be all of that group. I knew there was a couple more coming. The blokes at the start told me, but whew. So this is part of the Honslow course I've just discovered. So there's another course, Honslow Classic I think it is, and there's a 22 and a 68 Sky Marathon I think they call it. I have looked at it, and Dal, my good mate, is doing it as far as I know, and he's been trying to talk me into it. A little bit different to the 22 in the UTA on the trail, in that that was all trail, fire trail basically, for a vehicle, and you're running downhill, so it doesn't change too much. I really noticed in that one my calves really felt the pressure. A little bit different on course here because you've got a bit of a mix of some level sections and some steps and then some big drops over logs back there, so it makes it a little bit more various, I suppose. Give you a bit more variety in your trail that you're running on, so not too much pressure on the same muscle groups relentlessly. Yeah, geez, I felt that. I'm sure a lot of people did. You get to that first river crossing in the UTA, 8 k's in, after pretty much 8 k's of downhill, and we hit the first bit of level ground and start going uphill, and your legs just about give way underneath you because your calves are buggered. Here we go. Yeah, just talking about the UTA 22 back in May. I was a little, I wouldn't say disheartened or disappointed, but body let me down a little bit during the race, and I was slower than when I did the training run on course, which I put on YouTube a while ago. So yeah, that was a bit of a bugger not to be able to beat that. Like I was saying before, like I was saying there a bit before, my ITB in my left leg was just, I didn't know what it was at the time, never had it before. And I think I was about the 12k mark, and I started getting a bit of knee pain. I'm like, oh, that's a bit odd. And then put up with it, and then went up the next hill, no problem. I thought, oh, I'm over it, good. And then hit the next downhill, and same again, and it just got progressively worse and worse until, you know, I couldn't walk on level ground. It was that bad. It was incredibly painful. I've never had anything like it. For those that have experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. For those that don't, I hope you never get it. make sure you've got strong glutes and strong hips to avoid it, and don't cross your legs over when you're running uphill, which can bring it on, I think, from what I've been reading. Yeah, so I was 6 minutes slower on course than when I trained, and I knew I could do better. And I did want to do it this weekend. I did want to run the course, but I was up for it, but the weather conditions, even though it looks pretty good here, they're saying the wind from the south and southwest coming in at, last night it was up to 80 kilometres an hour. On the course here. What have we got? Here we go. Let's get out away from this water before I talk again. Yeah, so to be running over in the Megalon Jamison Valley would have been a bit risky just with the weather conditions, particularly going around Federal Pass and up further steps. I think that would have been a bit hairy. Anyway, track splits here. What do we got here? I think that's just going down to the waterfall. Yeah, let's stick to this one. Well, this doesn't seem right either, going the other way. Oh, look out. Amazing. I'll just duck along here for a minute, make sure we're not getting off track. Would have been signposted back there anyway. And given the rain we had last night, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to see the footprints on the ground here. Trail running shoes too by the look of it, so I'm on track. There's another waterfall. This is what comes off Govetts Leap, I think, this one. Oh. See if I can get you a quick look. There, she closes in. Yeah. Getting over here. Righto. Might kill the camera for a bit, guys. Just conserve it so I can make sure I've got enough going back up and out to the top. Anyway, we'll catch you guys shortly. We're not too far further down the track. I just thought I'd give it a quick update in terms of distance. So about 2.5 k's in now, a little bit over. Yeah, the track's sort of definitely single trail the whole way so far. Love it if you're keen for that sort of stuff. Really good. Goodness, I'm looking down the whole time. Nose won't stop running. So excuse the bushy blows. Case in point. Goodness me. This is awesome. And I started the camera also because I was doing a bit of uphill, but as soon as I put the camera on, it leveled out and started going down again. Big old paper bark back there. Another one. Wow. Yeah. Melaleuca something or other. I don't know what the species is. Here we go. Down branch there from the wind last night. Bit more. Yeah, look. She's a fresh one. Wow. Taking a bit of stuff on the way down. All the way down to the creek. Anyway. Oh, it's just amazing. Coming from Dubbo, running on flat ground, minimal hills. So this sort of stuff is amazing. Oh wow. Righto, I'll sign out again. See you in a bit. There's something else to think about safety wise, which I probably should have mentioned right back up the top, was always let someone know where you're going. Like, I've got the wife back at the cabin with the kids and she's willingly stayed there. Thank you, honey, love you. She knows where I am, she knows the track I'm on, and she knows how long I'm expected to take, and she won't raise alarm bells immediately afterwards, but she knows that if she doesn't hear anything from me by midday, probably make a call, because this is only, I'm expecting to take this to take about 2 to 2.5 hours for the 12k loop. So yeah, just keep that sort of thing in mind. If you are by yourself and you don't have that sort of I don't know if anyone with you, the best thing you can do is leave a note on your dashboard of your car. So I did that recently on a hike further out west. I was there by myself, solo hike off trail, so it would have been a lot harder for someone to find me, but just leave a note on the car for the day I left, when I'm expected back. At least then someone knows that if I'm not back on the day I said I was going to be, that they can start getting help. Anyway, other thing this cold weather's doing, so the air's still cold but I'm hot. My eyes water terribly, and looking down, when you tear up, everything goes out of focus, so it makes it really hard to see, so you're constantly wiping your eyes to keep your visibility of the track up. A few scratchings there, just more there too, from a lyrebird I'd say, or an echidna maybe. Wouldn't think you'd see an echidna down here, probably a lyrebird. Oh wow, crossing the creek. Crossing again. Oops. Bit of a campground there. So hikers come through and do some overnights down here by the look of it. Closes in again through here. Whew. Amazing place to run. Just the view around. Something special. Lots of birds too calling out. Man, it's just got to stop and take it in every now and then. So worth it. Oh man. Have a look back up. Oh man, well, it is still exposed down here, coming out off the edge of the cliff a bit. The wind's starting to race through the trees up above me now. Bit of a reminder, I suppose, of what's going on back up the top of the range. Righto, catch you guys in a bit. Righto, 4K's in, fraction over, and about 50 minutes so far to get to this point. And I'm not sure what my average pace will be, probably around 10 or 11. Yeah, well, you can work it out from the times anyway. It's slow going down the hill, down the side of the cliff. And catching up on time on these bits. Yeah, looks like we're opening out here. Got a bit of a signage ahead, and we'll see where we need to go. Evans Lookout via Junction Rock is what we want to do. Govetts Leap back to the right, that's good. Cross creek here for Blue Gum Acacia Flat, so we don't want to cross. We head straight down through there. I'd be venturing a long way off track if I went across the other side over to the Blue Gum. How good is this place for running? Far out. This doesn't look right at all now. Maybe I need to get down the bottom by the look of that. Do I? What have we got? Slippery as. There's a trail down the bottom. So good to note when you get to this point. What's that, the Blue Gum Forest? Where you can go across the creek and up. Yeah, you got to drop off this ledge here, and the track's down the bottom, down there. It's very slippery. Here we go. Junction Rock. A bit more signage. Wow. So there's a bit more information there. There you go. Neats Glen, Evans Lookout to the right is the one we want. Then Acacia Flat and the Blue Gum Forest over to the left. So Junction Rock. There we go. Cool. What do we got around the corner here? Man alive, how lucky are we to have this? This is Sydney's backyard, everyone. Wow. Amazing. How many times can I say amazing in one video? Yeah, just in this open area here at Junction Rock. The wind, like I suppose it's a bit wider and a bit flatter, the wind can get down in the valley a bit. Good spot to stop for a minute and just take it all in, I guess. Yeah. Have a drink while I'm here. I've got a few hydration salts in a couple of the booby bottles. I'm wearing this UD vest that I carry. Like, I got fresh water in the back in a camelback bladder, but this stuff here, the yellow one, doesn't look appealing, does it? Lemon and lime flavour. This is Prodrate. I really like this stuff. It's just salts. There's no sugar in this stuff, so it's got your 6 essential salts, no caffeine, and I think this stuff keeps me going. If I want sugars and carbohydrates, I'll take them in a gel pack separately, but for this sort of stuff I like being able to divvy it up a bit. So I'll get some of this into me and get into it again. Got to watch your eyes through this stuff. So I come about a K up from Junction Rock, and well, that first K has been relatively flat following the creek, but now we're just coming up a little bit off the creek here. So bit of a change again. There's a nasty camber on this. I don't know if the camera does it justice back there. A bit of nasty camber, so you can slide off and slip over pretty easily. A little bit of a wattle forest, a few banksias. A few grevilleas about too. Right there. See another one close. Oh, that's a bit old, that one. A little bit of level ground again. Grand Canyon. Good. That's what we want. I think Evans Lookout, Evans Hello, yep. Oh, there we go. That's a better banks here. Cool. Oh, skinny. Watch your eyes. Alright, chill out again. Okay, a little bit of a crossroads here. There's no signs. A little bit of yellow paint there. Is it maybe? Possibly. It's a good track going up there. You can see a couple of bits of steel and stuff whacked into the ground to support stuff, but there's really good campground here. And there's a track that runs through. I just came through a minute ago. I wanted to show you guys. Not quite sure which way to go. We'll stay down for now because not sure which one to take, to tell you the truth. We'll see where this leads us. Could be a dead end. I don't know. Doesn't look to be as well used. I think I get a feeling this might lead up to the other track. Go and have a look. Okay, there we go. On track that way. That's it. Just make sure, keep our eye out for our next bit of signposting. Make sure we're in the right track. But we'll look up in a second. If I get a bit of clearing, yeah, up there, look. Oh, man. Grand Canyon. Pretty amazing. Anyway, catch you guys in a bit. Okay, I've noticed since following this track along a bit more, I just crossed a little creek again down here to my right, but I haven't seen as many postings for signage up this way compared to going down off Govetts Leap. towards Blue Gum. Maybe that's because, I don't know, if this is the only trail, you can't get lost, but anyway, I'm heading the right direction. Oh good. And lots of little offshoots, maybe from people camping and stuff, accessing other parts of the park. But yeah, there's lots of little trails that run off to the side, so you just have to be aware of them and you don't get lost. Not a breath of wind down here, and it's humid. Leech country. Anyway. There we go. 7 k's down, 5 to go, according to the watch, which given the GPS service down here, I could be out. Whew. Might have done more, might have done less. We'll see when we get to the top. It is getting steeper now. It's a lot harder to talk. I'll let the camera do it. Oh wow, I'm going out horizontally. Another look at there. We're coming up a bit. That's real hard going up some of this steep stuff. Oh man. Yeah, valley's getting tight again here. Up there's a bit of a chute or canyon. A few layers of shale through there in the sandstone. Up, looking through the trees to the cliffs. Incredible views all around. Yeah, I was hoping to see some up there. The Sydney rock orchid. It's a bit hard to see in that light. Dendrobium. when they're covered in flowers, they look amazing. That was pretty cool to see that. Sydney rock walkers. Here we go. A little bit of signage. Still doesn't tell us whether we're on the right track or not, but we're going up into this canyon. I'm guessing it's the right one. Distance, what do we got? 7.5. Pretty cool. I think the light's playing with the camera. Anyway, I haven't seen a path to get out of here. Fairly recent rockfall there. Here we go. We got something here. Not really. I didn't see a path up to the left here, but we'll go back and have a look. I'll get out the phone in a minute if I need to. Anyway, catch up in a minute. So here I am on the right track. I just can't see where it goes up there. It does skinny up. I've got this Avenza maps, and I've got the Hounslow run on it just for this sort of situation. Good to know where you are. These rocks are super slippery. Wow. So get up there somehow. Anyway, let's have a look. Actually, that's fairly recent. Wouldn't want to be standing on that. It's a bit of a harder section to deal with. Still not out of it yet either. Maybe up that dry section I might have a bit more grip. That's better. Just got to find the track now. There we go. Some undundies. No, I'm on the right track. Slipping and sliding down here. Goodness. This is definitely off trail. Crikey. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. Really, holy shit. Let's make sure of myself. I'm just going to stop recording here. I need 2 hands. I'll just let it go. Well, still looking for the trail. But I know I'm close because there was footprints back down there where I was coming up that steep section. Lawyer vines everywhere. Man. I'll get the GPS out in a minute. Try and get back on track. Well, I'm still on track, apparently. Well, let's keep on going up this way. I am off track, but stop and give you a look. That's a close-up of one of those Sydney rock orchids. There's a few here. Got a little one holding on over in the corner. Tiny one below that, if you can see it. And a few more over this way. Anyway, yeah, this is not what I was expecting. I'm off track, but I just couldn't see where it went down there. And I know I'm not far off it. I'm just looking at the GPS, so I'm not worried at all. Oh, man. The track does go across the other side, so I just need to be very careful here about where I'm going, because it's pretty much cliff face over here. Yeah, not where I want to be. Definitely not where I want to be. I'll try back over. Might have to go back down if anything. Down and around. I'm just going to stop recording for a bit while I gather myself and just make sure. Maybe I need to go up around the top of that. I'll stand by, I'll have a look at the GPS. I'm back in the creek bed. Obviously this rockfall here is a quick little thing that's blocked off access or covered up where you're supposed to go, because there's people on the other side of the creek here. They cross over here somewhere. I think I was supposed to cross further down. There's a track back over here somewhere. Just can't see a track for the life of me. Yeah. Well, I must follow around this cliff face here, but I got well off track. Yeah, so I was supposed to cross the creek way back down there, and this is the way I'm meant to be going. Push me behind a little bit, but one of those things. I knew I wasn't too far off the track because I had the GPS with me and the map showed me exactly where I was. But one of those things, you just a little bit out of the way, and that rock fall that was down there just put me off. Didn't know where I was. Anyway, we're climbing up now. Oh man, when you run out of breath and you think, well, can't be too much to go, and then you look up, far out. What an amazing place. You look at the trees getting blown about up there, blowing pretty hard. Those clouds are going past at a rate of knots too. Wow. Right, only one way to go. Yep. 9 k's in, climbing up. Man, she's a steep climb, that's for sure. Good for the soul. Little arrow there. Just make it out. Must have to come up through here. Steps there, that's good. It's a good indicator on the right path. Oh, not a place where you need a signpost. Coming up through these layers. Getting there. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Well, another big fresh rock fall there. Holy shit. This doesn't look like it's been here that long. Yeah, like a fresh break in the rock. Wow. All this. Try and get up here somehow. Just glad I wasn't here when it came down. Through this gully. I'm going to check the GPS, make sure I'm going the right way. How easy is it to get off track? So I've just come up through there, but the track's right there. So again, I've split off it without even noticing. I think if you're doing this Honslow, it is a Honslow track, I guess. It's this Rodriquez Loop. If you're doing it clockwise, you just have to be careful. Probably better off coming down Evans and going back up to Govetts, and that way you can't get off track as easily, I think. Well signposted at the other end, but yeah, I've gone off track twice without knowing it. But anyway, I'm back on, a little bit behind, but so be it. Looking up. Wow. Righto. I'm getting there, man. It's worth stopping and having a look at these views. Spectacular. Oh. Try and block the sun off the camera a bit there. Wow, what an amazing place. There's that word again. Oh. That's back down to Junction Rock down through there. Getting close to the top again with that wind. Righto, I'll turn this camera off and get to the top. So just cross the creek again, another one. On my way up. You can hear it, the wind's getting stronger and stronger up the top there, so it's going to be pretty uncomfortable getting across the top of the ridge back to the car from Evans to Govetts, but should be right. I'll be back into phone service shortly too, so that's going back into the valley. Steep and rough and maybe hard to find. Yep, I agree. I've been off track twice. It really pays to have the right gear with you. That includes a GPS or a phone with the right map and apps. So I've got a Venza Maps with the Honslow course on my phone. Evans Lookout is where we want to go. Whew. Look out, Grand Canyon track. Here we go. Back up to Evans. Oh. Pretty well maintained, these ones. And the climb out. Well, it's taken a bit longer than what I wanted or what I was expecting. I thought 2 hours would be about right, but we're not quite there. So be it. I don't feel too bad, all things considered. This is beautiful through here. Stop and walk for a minute. Take it all in. It's amazing. The stairs, no shortage. Awesome. Time for a break. View from the top. Evans Lookout still a bit further up, but pretty amazing. I'll get up and have a look. we are, Evans. Oh man. Junction Rock's all the way back down there, about the centre of the frame. Mount Banks up there. Get back around to Govetts now. Grand Canyon back over that way. Whoa. Goodness me. Whoa, what an effort. So far, it's 2.5. So far I've done 11.3. We'll get back. Well, I made it 3 hours and 2 minutes for that round trip. It was just a bit over 14 k's all done. The GoPro's flat, so that's why I'm just in the car on the phone. The wind is howling through Govetts Leap up here. I think I called Evans Falls at the start. It's actually Bridal Veil Falls that I was looking at. But amazing place to go for a run. That was just brilliant. Things to watch out for: definitely getting off track very easily down the bottom there. Coming back up, I think it's Evans Creek. I'll confirm that and let you know in the comments or in the video. But yeah, there's a couple of places. Look like, I don't know how old the rock falls are, and you must have to cross the creek there, and there's probably a post or two that I missed, and I went too far up the creek and then ended up going up to the left of the creek, heading back up. So it's actually, how do you describe it? I went too far east, too far to the south and east, coming back up that creek. I should have been over to the right, heading back up. And once I got back on the track, that was okay. Then I got up the top, and another place there, just I think where people spread out, because it gets a lot of use, people spread out and check places out, or they camp, and there's lots of little tracks. It's easy to get off track, so I did it again there. But yeah, I think it's important to have a GPS with you and a good map. So I've got both in my phone, in that Avenza Maps, and the Hounslow course from the Hounslow Classic. I think it's HOUNSLOW, Hounslow Classic. And there's a PDF map that you download. It must be geo-referenced, because then Avenza Maps puts a blue point over the place you are, like a little place mark. So yeah, anyway, back to the cabin, shower, and then spend a bit of time with the family, or go and check out the sights around Blackheath and Katoomba.